We go Sunday, October 10th, and we head to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England, for the New York Jets, sitting at 1-3. Robert Saleh getting his first win as a head coach in the NFL, going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Before I broke this game down, my immediate thought, and it always is this way, I can't fucking explain it, was how do I not bet the Falcons? It's the first thing that goes through my mind. God, it's just so horrifying. Whew. JT got the Rams -1 last night. Great job, JT. Dennis Garcia says, I got the Jets +3.5 and over 43.5. And Dutch Boy Fresh says, short week at home, division game, home dog. 12th man will be rocking. Tough to late here, but it would be Rams or nothing for that last game. Well put, Dutchy. Dennis is on the Jets +3.5 and over 43.5. So my first thought is, how do I not bet the Falcons? And look, that's my own issue. And then I go right to the cash flow. Give me any reason to back the Falcons, even though I promised Birdie that I wouldn't lose all my money this year on the Falcons, even though I lost it already in week 2. I go right to this, and here right off the hop, the Falcons have 38% of the tickets, so some of the public does agree with me, and only 16% of the cash. And I will not make a bet in those circumstances all year anymore. Maybe I shouldn't say all year, but for the time being, I'm not going to ever make a bet in the circumstances where there's not more money than tickets on the side that I want to bet. From a total perspective, 52% of tickets are on the over and 40% of cash. These UK games are tricky. They're tricky. Noli knows. Thank you for joining us, my man. Big night for you guys. How you could be the favorite to win the pennant and you could lose, and you could be eliminated in one game tonight is just, well, it's absurd, Noli. And I hope you guys get through this game tonight for your sake. Let's go. This market in this game. Birdie says he's 2-0 betting Falcons games, just fading the Falcons. That makes sense to me. The Falcons open up as 3.5-point favorites. That's moved to 3. The total opened up at 44. It's now at 46. Dennis Garcia, very comforting move towards his over. Wilson goes 21-34 for 297 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Corey Davis caught 4 passes for 111 yards and 1 touchdown. Bebsie is beginning to look like the player we imagined him to be when he was drafted 4th overall. Keelan Cole caught 3 passes for 92 yards. Jamison Crowder caught 7 passes for 61 yards. Corey Davis, Keelan Cole, Jamison Crowder, those are weapons. Their running game struggled again. 25 rushes as a team, 66 yards. Michael Carter, is he an RB1? 13 carries for 38 yards, 1 touchdown. The defense looked dangerous. CJ Mosley, 13 tackles, 1 sack. Quincy Williams, 12 tackles, 1 sack. Quinnen Williams, 7 tackles, 2 sacks. Quinnen and Quincy Williams became the first brothers to get sacks in the same game as teammates since sacks became an official stat in 1982.
Adorable.
7 sacks and 14 quarterback hits. 7 sacks and 14 quarterback hits. Cornerback Brandon Eccles left in the first quarter with a concussion, didn't return. Both he and safety Gerald Wilson are in concussion protocol. Marcus May will be out of the lineup indefinitely due to boozebaggery. 3 charges stemming from a DUI arrest. Wide receiver Jeff Smith and Elijah Moore missed the Titans game and remain questionable. And LaMichael P. Ryan also missed the game and is listed as questionable. Falcons come in off a 34-30 loss at home versus the Washington Football Club, and Bebsie's on edge, man. Matt Ryan looked good. 25-42, 283 yards, 4 touchdowns. Cordero Patterson was all over the field. 5 catches for 82 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 carries for 34 yards, returned 3 kickoffs for 78 yards. First Atlanta player since 2018 to score 3 touchdowns in the game. Calvin Ridley, 7 catches for 80 yards. Mike Davis. You know, it's funny. Babano said to me when I thought that Mike Davis was an upgrade. I mean, if you watched Atlanta try to run the ball last year, it's easy to say that Mike Davis was an upgrade. I thought, but he said that Mike Davis is not an RB1. He ran 13 times for 14 yards, caught 2 passes for 12 yards. Does not look good. But the Falcon offense converted 10 of 16 first downs. And Yale graduate Foye Aluokin was all over the field, 12 tackles, 1 sack, 2 quarterback hits. The only Falcon to get a sack and had 2 of the 4 quarterback hits on Heineke. Quarterback Isaiah Oliver carted off the field in the first half with a knee injury. He's been placed on IR. Their punter, Cameron Nizialek, injured his right hamstring while kicking off. This is questionable. Safety Eric Harris sustained a calf injury during the game. Russell Gage and defensive tackle Marlon Davidson missed the Washington game, and our list is questionable to go this week. Here we go, Bebsie. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. Jets Falcons, take it away.
Well, first and foremost, if you bet the side on either one of these teams, you're gambling. That's just it. You're not betting. This is just a straight gamble. This is you just being like, yeah, I got something. There's nothing you can really truly lean on with either one of these teams. I don't know how you can lay money with the Jets. I don't know how you can lay money with the Falcons. What you can lay money on, and which will be my first play this week, is indeed the over. Why? Neither of these teams can run the football. Both of these teams can seemingly move the ball through the air. I think the Falcons, as it's been written on our screen here, they probably can move it a little better with Matty Ryan back there. But look, these are two teams that don't have a great defense, that have a terrible run game. I expect a lot of passing, a lot of scores, and I love the over in this. I think this is even though they're going to be playing in England, and a lot of teams don't bring their best game in England, I think this ends up being a shootout, and that's what the NFL wants. The NFL wants the British fans to see a high-scoring game, make this game big in Britain. This is a no-brainer over for me.
Makes a lot of sense. Heritage has already moved it to 46.5. Let's go back to where the cash lies in this spot. 52% of tickets on the over, 40% of cash on the over. So that goes against the rule that I'm trying to implement. So and then you know the public's going to come in on the over. Well, let's line shop for Bebsie right now. Let's give him the least amount of vig we can find the man. At 46, the over is at minus 105 at Pinnacle. So let's get Bebsie started here. Bebsie over 46 at minus 105, available at Pinnacle to get his day started. Very, very, very interesting. Turnsy said, Jose said he's drinking on his live MLB show. Get him drunk, fellas. I'd be interested. I'm always interested to see him end up in a ditch. JT says, I like your overlook. Down 1.5 points from open, 47.5 to 45.5. So that's another thing, though, is that we are using opening lines at Pinnacle. So we're not using Bet Online opening lines. Bet Online they opened it at 44, and then the immediate action was under. Now this was on Tuesday of last week. Then it's 43.5 on Sunday night, and it starts going up. So, and I ask cappers all the time, should I use the Bet Online opening line? And they say no. Use Pinnacle's opening line. The Bet Online openers are basically a restricted bet. You can't bet too much on it, and so I'm going to stick. But I hear what you're saying, JT. It's important to know both. It's important to know both. All right, here we go. Let's get a just quick look into Jose Bouquet. Look, he's full of food. He's eating food. Let's get him jump on the screen very quickly. Less than 30-second little.
2-0. 2-0 on their ass, Jimmy. 2-0 on their ass. Rally cups, Jimmy. We're in there like swimwear.
All right, there's Jose Bouquet here with a big, very confident eating peanut butter cups. This is how the younger generation party. And I'm on the first 5 over. So the last couple bets Jose's made. We'll get into it on my show, but. They concern me because he's so excited, even though he's losing his action on the show. That's what Noli knows is, didn't he lose his bet? Yeah, look, okay, whatever. I'm on my way, though. First 5 over 4. Feeling very good about things. All right, let's move on. Bebsie on the over 46 at minus 105 at Pinnacle. And although the capping makes sense, I feel like I should try to stick to this plan of not making a bet in football when the cash is higher than the tickets against my look. That's what's happening right now. Dennis Garcia said there was 43.5 Sunday night at Bet Online, and 365 at 43.5 yesterday. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to try. Look, my palms are just leaking as soon as I say I'm not going to do something. We move on. That is the spot in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. Bebsie starting his card with the over 46 at minus 105. Okay,